but both teams with plenty to prove now coming into this one. Patrick Coyle checks his watch, picks up the football, and we're away in Ratoath. First possession goes to O'Connor. He's bottled up by a couple of Donaghmore Ashbourne players. Does well to recover though, however, and finds a half a yard of space and a bit of a pirouette, looking up for a runner inside. Doesn't have one particularly just yet, trying to play popped ball inside, but it's not the best of passes from O'Connor, and it's well swept up there by here are Ashbourne. Runners coming out from inside. Dunshaughlin doing quite well with their press though to bottle their neighbours up. Breaking, wearing 3 is Shane Mealy. I believe he might be operating at 6, however. This is Carton now with a shot opportunity and a well-worked score for Donaghmore Ashbourne. Well, Tormy put the... Dunshaughlin juggles the possession at the first attempt, gets it at the second. Might recycle it again. They do to O'Connor. O'Connor switches play quickly out to Furzy Blake. Blake covers nearly every blade of grass and whatever pitch he's playing in, and wears number 2, but has no problem kicking scores as well. Furzy Blake with an excellent switch play. So to McGovern. This is Shane Mealy now, who's wearing 3 but playing 6. 2-point effort coming in from Shawnee Tyrrell. What a score that is from Shawnee Tyrrell. Not named to start, but certainly putting his hand up for... Brown has a runner in front of him, uses him. This is Thornton. Thornton, a member of the Meath under-20s panel for the past number of years. An excellent operator. That left foot of his is well known in Ashbourne. He's looking for a quick 1-2 off Carton, and Carton has his second of the game. A really good score from Ashbourne off a sloppy turnover kick out for outside the Dunshaughlin 45. McGovern now plays the ball across to Thornton. Thornton inside, and this is another 2-point effort coming in from Brian Menton, and I mentioned we haven't said his name too often, but the Dunshaughlin looked to have turned it over. We'll see if Andy Colgan wants to come up and take this one. He says no. It was around the same distance that he dropped his first attempt short, so he's decided not to take this, and maybe this is the right option as Ashbourne look dangerous. Coming in for another 2-point effort is Kevin Cully, and look at that from Cully. 3 2-pointers in about 4 minutes. Ball to Tyrrell. Thornton now helping out his defence. Does well just to realise he's got a bit of space in front of him, and plays the ball to a man with even more space in front of him. On the opposite wing is Evan Quinn. Quinn now inside is Fenton. Fenton has Tormy. Tormy should pop this over the bar, and does. So back to front stuff here from Donaghmore Ashbourne. Dunshaughlin could really... It was Kieran McCarrick for Dunshaughlin who's gone off. Seems to be holding his eye, so might have just been a finger or something that got into his eye. He looks to be okay to continue. Ball is driven in. That's going to work for Donaghmore Ashbourne, and finds Carton. Carton turning onto his left foot. Has Tyrrell. Tyrrell fresh off an orange flag. Raises an orange one, and a couple of minutes later raises a white one. Good score. Insider, it's actually McDonough who's been making runs inside. Dunshaughlin come forward. Costello now popping up in the inside full forward line. Goes a good juke off his right this time. And it's a good score from Matty Costello. A captain's couple of minutes, 2 scores when they really needed them from Fenton now for the Moors. Looking up, looking for Tormy. He's bottled up inside, so it's going to be a 2-point effort coming in from Donaghmore Ashbourne and Darragh McGovern, and the 4th orange flag for Ashbourne is raised, and 8 points actually, unanswered, and a 2-point effort, the 4th of the half for Ashbourne, coming in from Darragh McGovern. Kick out goes long, but it's turned over and into the hands of Jamie Brown. Brown looking quickly inside for Carton. Carton's going to get this, and he's going to barrel down on goal. He's duking inside, plays a left-footed shot, and it's a great score from Carton. He had to win with a score before half-time. Well, how's an orange flag before half-time? And it's a 7-point advantage at the half. Dunshaughlin, well, they registered an orange flag before half-time, but it's Donaghmore Ashbourne. Is Patrick Coyle, and he throws the ball in, and we're underway for the second half. O'Connor and Brown competing for this one, and first possession of the second half goes the way of the Moors, and Zach Thornton looks inside, far out. Will he take it on? No, he won't. This is Meath now over the top. Meath recycles possession back and looking for McGovern now in on his right foot. It's high. Is this the first score of the game in the second half? And it is, and it's a great score from Darren McGovern. He was one of the 2-point scorers for Donaghmore. This clash, O'Connor now once more. O'Connor might look for a 2, just juggles possession at the crucial moment, still has it though, rounding, he's going to barrel down on goal here, he has an option to his right if he can, that's Mitchell, he doesn't spot him, he's going to take it on himself, and it's going to just drop over the bar. Andy Colgan was backpedaling, he was a little bit worried about that, but ultimately in the end it's dropped. Darren McGovern links inside to Shane Meath in a bit of space, barrels onto this one, just inching towards the 2-point arc. Inside it now is Conor Carton takes a shot on, and it's a good looking shot at that, and it's a very good shot from Conor Carton. Conor Carton, one of the 2 Donaghmore Ashbourne players with a yellow. Carton now, this is Brown tries to link up with McDonough, but it was a hand in there, and a big hand and an important hand from Charlie O'Connor. He plays a great ball up the wing to Jeff Foley, who's come in. Jeff Foley has a ball on, what a great ball that is. This is a great goal chance for Luke Mitchell. What a goal that is from Dunshaughlin, from end to end. Charlie O'Connor turned it over, a beautiful outside of the boot pass up to Jeff. A nowhere corner, recycles it back out to Charlie O'Connor. O'Connor links up with his captain Matty Costello looking to get onto his preferred left foot, takes a 2-point effort on. This is high, the Dunshaughlin faithful behind the goal like it, and it's an orange flag from Matty Costello. Well, sure, you'll see that on the Clubber socials later on. Luke Mitchell after a brilliant inside pass from substitute Jeff Foley, but it's Donaghmore Ashbourne who are on possession. This is the speedster Evan Kelly hitting it high, it's looking to be the right side of the post, and it's a great score from young Kelly. He was introduced as a temporary substitute early on. Around Dunshaughlin has O'Connor in plenty of space, he'll no doubt use him, he does. O'Connor will take a 2-point effort on, it's not the best to strike from that man, and it's going to drop dangerously around the house. Andy Colgan's coming to collect this one, he does well enough to fist it. Murphy's going to pop this one over the bar. Aaron Murphy has been relatively quiet by his high standards, but when needed he's the sharpshooter, and he's there, he pops over his third of the game, and they've linked up again, but the dugout in Ratoath is playing magician here, and it's hidden the ball, but the ball has ended up in the hands of Tormey once more. Tormey is fouled to the Ashbourne sideline, but they retain possession. This is James Crumlish's play the ball, it's a goal chance here for Donaghmore Ashbourne, and it's well tapped over. Smart play from Brian Menton, plenty of experience in that man, an experienced play. And breaking into Evan Kelly does a little pirouette, decides to recycle out to Menton. Happy to keep possession now are Donaghmore Ashbourne. Coming forward though, however, is Darren McGovern, soccer style. Will he go for goal? Lays it off. Evan Kelly, that's like something you'd see in the Premier League, folks. What a smart bit of play that is. In towards O'Connor, who's drifted into the inside full forward line, but a big fist has come in, and the final whistle from Patrick Coyle comes in. What a scalp that is from Donaghmore Ashbourne. And well, if the first game against